Welcome back. You join us for yet another Canal Time vlog. We should give you a little bit of a warning. This vlog does contain a game of Paul's Observation of. But before we get into that, grab yourself a healthy drink, a piece of fruit, maybe some nuts, and sit back and enjoy the cruise.
We are still on the Grand Union Canal. More specifically, we are going through the Marsworth flight of locks next to the Tring reservoirs. It is Wednesday the 5th of August 2020 and we are heading north on the Grand Union Canal after spending a little bit of time at the end of the Wendover arm. In the last vlog we had reached Bulbourne Junction and entered the top lock. Paul had been on lock duty at that point and continued to be the locky until lock 42, at which point we switched roles and currently Paul is at the tiller.
We're approaching lock number 40 and Mark is preparing the lock. Looks like we have some gongoozlers here. No, I'm mistaken. It looks like Mark is getting some help with this lock.
Out for an afternoon stroll, a family are watching what I'm doing and offer to help with opening the lock gates. It's always nice to get help with locks, especially these wide locks. My lock buddies close the lock gates in no time at all. Isn't it amazing how hard physical labour can be made into a game of who can close the lock gate first? I crank open the gate paddle on the left-hand gate and head across to the right-hand side of the lock. My lock buddy asks if he can operate the paddle gear, which I'm more than happy for him to do.
Welcome to the Lock 40 Lower Gate Opening Championship. This is going to be a girls versus boys battle to see who can open their gates first. On the right, starboard, we have the boys, and on the left, port, we have the girls. Who do you think will open their gate first?
The water has equalised. Let the battle commence. Well, I think we can all say that that was a valiant effort from the girls' team, but the boys' team are victorious this year. Well done to the boys. I think they thoroughly enjoyed working the lock. It was really nice to have the assistance.
Here you can see the Tring reservoirs. They are managed by the Herts and Middlesex Wildlife Trust. We pass Julian Markweir's Lockdown Rope Swing. This is the long pound between Marsworth Locks 40 and 39.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to play a game of Paul's observation of.
This time I would like you to observe and count the number of vehicles that pass over the bridge beyond the lock whilst the music is playing.
Are you ready? When I say go, start counting. Go. The music has stopped, so should you. It's time to stop counting.
How many vehicles did you see? Find us on social media and let us know. We'll reveal the correct answer in our next vlog. Thank you for joining us on our journey. We hope you've enjoyed it and we hope to see you again next time when we continue our adventure